Have you ever looked back at your past relationship and thought, what was I even thinking? Like you saw the red flags. They were not red flags, actually. They were red banners. Still, you walked straight in, smiling. If that sounds familiar, relax. You're not stupid. You're human. And today, we're going to talk about why we fall for the wrong people again and again, even after promising ourselves, next time, I'll choose better. Let's start with a truth nobody warns us about. Love doesn't choose logically. Love chooses emotionally, and emotions are messy. Think about it. When you buy a phone, you compare features, battery life, reviews, price. But when you fall in love, one smile, one good conversation, and boom, brain offline. And the brain that goes offline first is the thinking brain. Your emotional brain takes control and says, he feels exciting. She gives me butterflies. I can't explain it, but it just feels right. Spoiler alert, butterflies are not always love. Sometimes they're anxiety wearing makeup. Now, let's talk about the biggest reason we fall for the wrong people. Familiar pain feels safer than unfamiliar peace. This one hurts a little, but stay with me. If you grew up around emotional distance, drama, shouting, silence, or inconsistency, your brain learned this is love. So, later in life, when someone treats you calmly, consistently, respectfully, your brain goes, this feels boring. But when someone ignores your messages, gives mixed signals, disappears and comes back suddenly, your brain lights up like, yes, this feels intense, this feels real. No, this feels familiar. Your brain is not chasing happiness, it's chasing what it recognizes. That's why some people say, I don't know why I'm attracted to toxic people. You do know. Your nervous system thinks chaos is home. Now, let's add another ingredient to this mess. We confuse potential with reality. This is especially common in kind, emotional, big-hearted people. You don't fall for who the person is, you fall for who they could become. You say things like, he's not like this always, she just needs time. I can fix this. Once he heals, he'll change. Congratulations! You're not dating a person, you're dating a future version that exists only in your imagination. And imagination is very romantic and very dangerous. Because while you're waiting for potential to show up, reality is quietly exhausting you. Another big reason, we want to be chosen. Let's be honest, sometimes it's not about love, it's about validation. When someone who is emotionally unavailable finally gives you attention, it feels like winning a prize. You think, if they choose me, it means I'm special. So you tolerate things you shouldn't tolerate. You ignore disrespect, you accept bare minimum like it's luxury. Because deep down, a small voice is saying, please choose me, please don't leave. That voice usually comes from old wounds, not from the present moment. Now, here's a funny but painful truth. The wrong people feel exciting in the beginning. Why? Because uncertainty releases dopamine. Not knowing where you stand, waiting for replies, overthinking every message, analyzing tone like it's a UPSC exam. Your brain is addicted to the chase. Healthy love doesn't create anxiety, it creates safety, and safety feels calm, not dramatic. But calm doesn't give instant highs, so some people mistake calm for boring. It's like saying, this home food is nice, but street food gives more thrill. Yes, and also stomachache. Now, let's talk about timing. Sometimes the person isn't evil, they're just wrong for where you are in life. You're ready for commitment, they're still figuring things out. You want clarity, they want vibes. You want effort, they want convenience. And instead of accepting the mismatch, you try harder, because letting go feels like failure. But listen carefully. Choosing someone wrong is not a failure. Staying when you know it's wrong is how you lose yourself. Here's another reason we don't like to admit. We ignore our intuition, then call it bad luck later. Your gut knew. The early discomfort, the small doubts, that weird feeling you couldn't explain. But you told yourself, don't overthink. Give it time. Maybe I'm the problem. And later, when everything collapses, you say, "Why does this always happen to me?" Because you didn't trust the first warning. Your intuition whispers first. If ignored, it screams later. Now, the big question: how do we stop falling for the wrong people? Not by becoming cold, not by building walls, not by blaming yourself. You stop when you start choosing self-respect over intensity. You stop when peace becomes more attractive than excitement. You stop when you realize that love doesn't need confusion to feel deep. The right person may not give you butterflies, they may give you clarity, and clarity is underrated. The right person won't make you question your worth. They won't make you chase. They won't make you feel small for wanting basic respect. And the biggest shift, you stop asking, "Why don't they love me properly?" and start asking, "Why am I staying where I'm not loved properly?" That's growth. So, if you've fallen for the wrong person before, welcome to the Human Club. Learn from it, laugh at it a little, heal from it properly. Because one day, you'll look back and think, "Thank God that didn't work out." And this time, you won't fall for the wrong person. You'll choose better, not because you're lucky, but because you finally understand yourself.